Hi Collective, welcome to the channel. I'm Crystal, Divine Psychic Medium, delivering messages to you from the higher realms. Welcome everyone. Alright, so this is going to be the energies for 12 to 7. Right, okay, so, let's see what is going on with the current energies. Okay, so we're getting right into the energy oracle. Okay, ooh, the World card and contracts wanted to show here that we're definitely closing out contracts, like for sure. You know, we're coming to a big completion, especially following everything that's been going on with solstice, with the portals for December, and it being the end of the year, even though it's really not the end of the year. I mean, it is, but it's not the end of the year for me because it is winter time. It's just in the calendar year ending, but no. The end of the year is really when winter is over. The beginning of the year is spring. You know, they did all of that because for control purposes, they didn't want us creating and manifesting and all of that at a very powerful time. They wanted us to create and manifest when things are barren and when when you're in this energy of reflecting and healing and all of that. Not this, so anyway. That's a whole nother video that I'm going to be putting together. If you're interested, definitely subscribe to the channel if you have not. That way you can catch my readings in real time. Is there more fun to catch them that way? And I let you know about cosmic alignments and what's going on, right? And yeah, they're more fun, so. But yeah, contracts are definitely closing out. For some of you, you were unaware. See the blindfold? I feel that you were unaware that you were even in certain contracts. So I'm getting like a lot of karmic contracts are closing out. Okay. See, the door to personal healing and happiness is here. So you're definitely, you feel as though you've made it through some things, right? It might not look that way yet because these cycles are closing out, but you feel that there's change, right? Or maybe even, I'm getting for some of you, maybe you're not even feeling that because, let me tell you what, like I didn't want to get too much into it for those of you that caught my reading that I did a late Christmas night because the energies that I was pulling in, okay, with the Pope Francis and opening up the portals. Right, me just trying to figure everything out, what was going on with that, and, like, I guess it's because it's Jubilee, is why he started to open up the doors, and the door was opened, I guess, at the prison. That was the one that's never been opened, doing something different, right, it was yesterday, and let me tell you what, I felt that, the energies and the attacks that came through last night, very heavy, I had to up my spiritual protection for definitely, and I was definitely feeling these attacks. So, I didn't want to talk about that in this reading, but it came out, right? So for some of you, if you feel as though you're not, in this energy, you just need to work on doing more cleanses, more things, because there's definitely a rise in this dark energy with these portals being opened and all of that. So I'm getting like, the door to spirit. Like you're going to be guided, but it's really just trying to stop us from going to our highest timelines. And it's really casting a lot of these illusions, right? And a lot of these things, right? Like it was even like I was having to combat like a lot of things like, no, I don't, like it was a lot of like confusion and heaviness that was coming in. I don't know, like I didn't even want to give it the power, the justice to talk about it because, love and light, right? You just need to focus on that. Love is already won. Okay. It's already won. It's just this is all part of the process of everything because it's like if you are focusing on ascending, if you're focusing on raising your vibration, your frequency, like you will overcome this. All of the darkness and all of that, it's literally going to be affecting more of those that are not wanting to ascend and all of that, right? But us in the spiritual community and healers, and you need to know that you're heavily targeted, right? Because it's one of those things, like it's going to be affecting us more because it's being projected at us, and especially for those that are, if you have anybody around you that's very dark or hurt or have these woundings, these things like this, they're going to be embodying these flows of waves, I'm going to call them, of the dark energies coming through, and then it's going to be projecting it towards you. So for some of you, it's just more things are getting projected your way. So maybe you need to up your spiritual protection, boundaries, things like that, but it could be due to even just people around you. So anyway, I don't want to get too much in that, right? I just wanted to get into the beautiful energies. Look, yin yang energy is coming out here. So, you know, you're finding this balance within. Sorry if it's too loud. You hear my little girl and her bear. We don't know how to get him quiet except to put him to sleep. So if you hear all that laughing and crying, it's your little bear. Okay, anyway, so victory is showing, and so is door to value. Wow, look at this. All of this abundance is coming in. See, you know, it's like, in a way, if you look at it, it could actually help you with these doors being opened, okay? Because I'm seeing multiple doors, but look, it's like door to value, door to personal happiness, door to spirit, okay? Because anybody that's been blocking you, getting in the way, things like that, like basically they're going to be getting consumed by a lot of this darkness. Now, I know they're going to be projecting it, but they're going to start to realize, okay, as it's being shown that, you know, when you project darkness and energy and all of these things, like, because we have such a high, many of us have ascended and have raised above, like, we're not even going to be feeling these attacks, right, to levels that others will, where it's not going to be kind of consuming, I don't know why I'm having trouble explain this. It's like this stuff's not going to hit you. It's like once you rise above spell work, okay, black magic, you're not letting that affect you anymore because you're not in a lower state of consciousness, then everything's repelled back. Like, let's say it this way, like a lot of your enemies could literally be thinking that you're casting spells, you're doing things towards them because they're noticing ailments, illnesses, mishaps, accidents, all sorts of things, but it's really their own projections. But in the past, maybe they projected it outwardly and it affected you. But now instead, it's like a lot of them are like looking at you, waiting for you to see things happening to you, but then all the things that they're projecting towards you is happening to them. Then they're going to start to realize, like, oh my gosh, like everything that is happening to them is happening to me. So yeah, that's what it is. Like, they're sabotaging themselves. So you see what I mean? Like, it's going to kind of cancel it out, or it's going to cancel them out. Like, literally, like, let's be real. Like, you can only do so much, right? And the darkness is being eradicated. It is. So it's all part of the plan, right? Like, the darkness is consuming the darkness, and it's like going to void out. I don't know, like, that's what I was getting. Okay, baby. So, yeah, so for some of you, like, I'm getting, like, it's just illusions. And for some of you, if you are feeling these attacks and this heavy energy coming in, then it's because you got, like, you've had a lot of stuff, and it's almost being shown to you. And it's almost like confirmation for us, because it was like, when the stuff kept attacking me, right, I was just like, all right, well, you know, it's just confirmed me to get closer to spirit, right, until, you know, start invoking and doing things right. So, you know, and then it cleared, right? And like, but it was like right away when I felt it all happen and whatever, it's one of those, like, if you know, like, you're being attacked and stuff heavily, it's because you have a very important purpose, right? So for some of you, it's really going to propel you forward, and it's going to allow you to realize, like, how strong you are. You know, I was just like, wow, like, yep, I passed that big test, right? Because I didn't, you know, I was able to clear it out. I was able to get back on my path, right? All right, so oh my gosh, I've seen man holding a coin come out twice. I've seen man holding a woman. There's thinking man here. There's all this strategy and this masculine energy coming out. Yeah, look, here's the thinking woman with the thinking man. There's definitely a collaboration coming together. This is very beautiful with the yin yang energy. Like you're balancing out your energies, like you're whole and complete. And when you're whole and complete, then you align with others that are whole and complete. So that is when all this magic comes in. Look, blossoming abundance, temple path, golden pathway. I feel you're going to be aligning with others on this golden pathway. Now, of course, this is going out to the collective, right? That's guided to me because I'm getting a lot of cross-watcher energy. Okay, yeah, look, there's an holding a coin again. And all of these angels, right? But cross-watchers, the ones, you're meant to see this too. Okay, you are guided here. So you're guided here for the healing. Maybe for some of you, it's telling you, you better stop all your spell work and black magic, okay? Because all it's doing is going right back at you. So you're basically taking yourself out at this time. That's why you're going through loss and heartache. Or it also manifests physically. You know, so you could be dealing with like a lot of health issues, things like that. You know, it makes you, darkness is not okay. And spellwork and black magic, I mean, we're all witches or warlocks. We are all in this reality, whether you realize it or not. If you're going to speak, you are creating. Okay, so are you speaking ill on others? Are you gossiping? Are you talking bad upon them? That's spellwork and black magic, baby. Especially if you're thinking you want something bad to happen to somebody. You're thinking, gosh, I want them to be homeless. It's coming right back at you. So you better, it's about mastering your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts. That's when you're really getting into black magic, is when you have emotions associated with your words. So for some of you, you're going to realize you got to take control over that. That's not okay. If you have envy and things like that, let it go. You're being shown it because it's a reflection of what you want, but you have to let go of this. When you're being shown something, we're being shown something that somebody has, you're wanting something that somebody has, it's showing you that you're capable of having it too. But you have to do the work for that, The ones that are getting blessed and getting all of their things is because they've done the work. They're not dark within. They've acquired these things and have done the work. So doing the shadow work, right? Cleaning yourself up. And for a lot of you, like, if you feel like I can't do the work, it's too much. Well, do you have an addiction? Do you have a vice that you're going to? Because I'm going to tell you what, the only reason why I feel that things were able to really come and attack me, I blame it on the candy that I was consuming. Because it's Christmas time, and all the treats and all of that. But I know, all the stuff that they're putting in the foods and all of that's, altering, our vessels, right? And also feeding the parasitic entities that they've been putting in the foods and things like that. And for a lot of you, it's, it's a process, right? Like, you have to control what you consume, right? And you have to be able to detox and cleanse to eradicate these parasitic entities, right? Because a lot of these energies that they send through, like, that's what they're feeding on, right? So these doors that have been being opened, I can guarantee you that things from the other worlds and other dimensions are coming through. But do you think that you're 14 o'clock as I say that? Do you think just because you're not physically seeing them like in Stranger Things that they're not coming through? No, they are. But it's about protecting your vessel, your body. Look, there's a woman holding a coin to go along with the man. So, yeah, door to spirit. All right, I'm going to get out the energy cards. Let's get into some tarot and find out more that's going on. But see, remember, you can't have faith and fear. So don't have the fear. It's just more signs for you to do the work. And that's what I mean. Like, there's a process, right? to this. All right, what am I feeling? I got a new deck too for Christmas, and I haven't yet to use it because I don't know. I'm probably gonna do a special reading because I love the first readings that I do with the deck, right? And because of what was going on with the portals and everything, and I really didn't know because I don't really watch TV or the news or anything, right? So I didn't know about anything until like literally like a couple days before it was in the spiritual community they were starting to talk about the Pope and the portals, right? And I know that churches, what they represent and all of that they're, you know, it's been misconstrued and all of that. So I'm like, so it's really not the purest energy going across these thresholds. So right away I was like, well, it's really going to anger things, but I get it. I do. It's all part of the plan and the prophecy, like, and I understand. I'm probably going to be putting together more information when I get more of it together, but I don't know. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you can take a look at my reading that I did or not. I don't know. And then the one that I did on the twin flame journey yesterday, I know the volume wasn't really there. So, because my mic's like, it's hit the floor a couple times, let's be honest. Like the volume goes up and down because I've had it like 4 years. It's time for me to get all new equipment and everything, but so my videos, you know, go up and down or whatever, but the audio always plays through. And if the sound quality's down and you really want to watch it, you feel guided to it, then, you know, I have the subtitles available where you can have those on there. Otherwise, then don't worry about it, because if you don't feel guided, then it's not for you. Okay, so 10 of Swords and 5 of Pentacles. Wow. These challenging cycles are closing out. These painful cycles. Poverty, lack, loss, right? And see, they're focusing on that victim mentality and like, oh, we have no help available to us. All this, they're walking right by a very abundant church where there was help available to them. So I'm getting this letting go of victim consciousness. Like, if you want to tell people what's happened to you due to trauma, pain, whatever, and you want people to feel something for you, baby, that's shadow work you need to do. Because it's you need to give yourself that love and care and heal that. Nobody else is going to do that for you. And that's maybe why you have felt like, gosh, I tell people these things and they don't show me any remorse. They don't do that, because that's not what it's for. You experience that for some lesson. That's a little bear. For let me see it. For that lesson that you needed to learn, right? And it could be something from a past life, okay, that you're working through in this lifetime.
Hi.
You're so cute. Okay.
Airplane.
Okay. So it could be something that you had from a past life that you're experiencing, right? Because you have to experience the darker side, the lighter side, to experience all of these things, right? Whether it's in this lifetime or not, right? Because it's a whole process, right? And then depending on what you create, but you have to get out of this victim consciousness, right? This pity me energy for attention. You need to heal yourself. You need to realize that it happened for you to experience something, not to you. Okay? It happened for you to release, to let go, to not hold judgment, to not want revenge, right? To release everything. Doesn't matter. For some of you too, you could be clearing out things that were embedded in your DNA that was from your family, right? Like you could be going through something that because of your mother or father experience, so it was embedded in their DNA, so that's why it manifests for you. So for some of you, by you releasing and letting go of the pain and the trauma, you now have broken the cycle. It's not going to get passed on. And for so many, it just went down the bloodlines. That's why there's so many of us generational curse breakers that are here now, right? That we are finally healing these trauma and these wounds where we're not going to be passing them on, right? Okay. So Wheel of Fortune is here, Destiny is here, but see, it's interesting is Three of Swords is right next to that. You're in this time where once you let go of heartbreak, pain, and all of that, then your highest timeline is coming online, just like with the Temple Path that we were seeing. But see, you need to let go of pain, heartbreak, anything. It's about healing it at this time. That's what's keeping you stuck, right? So healing any of those traumas, any of those things that come up as a trigger at this time is meant to heal it. It's being shown to you for a reason, right? Page of Swords and Justice. Ooh, baby. I keep seeing Justice in the Hierophant. This divine justice. Hierophant's my higher power, higher self, divine source, God creator card, right? With Justice. It is meant for you to have justice at this time. That's what I mean. We've reached this level where you get to experience heaven on earth if you so choose. Because heaven is within the mind. Okay, hell is within the lower chakra system, right? The darkest, the rock bottom floor, like when you know what I mean? When you've hit rock bottom and it's about building it back up, right? So you can come out of that by releasing and letting go, right? Changing your mindset, reprogramming. Maybe for some of you, if you're having trouble doing that, you can't reprogram. You can't start to be grateful and thankful. Start with the little things. Waking up each day. Thank you for another. You know, starting to thank God for getting, God divine source, for getting to be here, right? Because here is where you have to pass these lessons to be able to send. Okay, if you want to break this reincarnation cycle, if you don't want to have to keep coming back, you know what I mean? You have to prove yourself here. 2203 I just seen. And if you don't want to be experiencing, you know, like if you're one where you just feel like everything's going wrong in your life and all that, like, it's a mindset. Oh my goodness, you took them apart. Okay, but it's a mindset, right?
Mommy.
Shh, I'm recording. Shh. So, it's something that you have to fix. You are your own savior. Okay? It's not waiting for this savior. They wanted you to think that that the saving was going to come and take everyone from the suffering and all of that. No. When you heal yourself from within, you connect. Here you go, baby. You connect with God, divine source. You raise your Christ consciousness. You activate Christ within your mind. But you have to reach that from healing, because if you don't heal and you hold on to those lower vibrational energies, you hold on to anger, envy, rage, resentment, that's all lower vibrational stuff. So you're going to be blocked. You're not going to have your energy running past those lower chakra systems. If you engage in a lot of drinking alcohol, that puts you in your lower chakras. So you have to stop drinking, okay? And stop, and it slows down your chakra systems almost, you know, gets them not spinning. Why would you want to do that? Especially, that's why, to me, you can drink if you're fine. That's why some can drink when, yeah, if your chakra systems are open and you're running and you drink to celebrate, okay, and it lowers your vibration a little bit because you're drinking or whatever, but you ain't down running out of your lower chakra systems already, and then you go and drink, you know what I mean, and then it almost makes them stop, and then trauma. So for some of you, and that could be any drugs, alcohol, vices, any of those things. And then low vibrational things that you could be doing too. If you're watching a lot of horror flicks and things like that, come on now. If you're listening to a lot of rock and hard metal, come on now. It's more than just what you consume. It's what you subscribe to, what you watch. What is so beautiful is that you have free will here to choose how you live your life. What you're doing, what, you know, you choose who you surround yourself with. I don't want to hear, oh, I have toxic family, so I'm going to have a toxic life. You're choosing to let them. I don't care if they're your birth family or not. If they toxic, you need to create boundaries. Sometimes it doesn't mean that you have to just never talk to them again. Just create healthy boundaries. Walk away. You know, I've even had to tell my own kids, like, I have to walk away from my own kids when they're really dark and in dark energy and things like that. You know, I have to, okay, well, we'll try to talk again later when you know what I mean, you come out of this or whatever, because, you know, so it's just creating those boundaries. And the more that you start to walk away, you know, when I was like, you're not going to be talking to me in low, you know what I mean, and all of that, then they started to realize, like, oh, okay, well, I better not do that if I want to, like, you know what I mean? You start to set those boundaries, right? So, right. And I know that it's more challenging with children too, because if you have any trauma or woundings within, you have to help them heal there. So you do have to be there more for children. I don't believe that you get to just walk away from children ever, right? Like, you can create those boundaries and things like that, but especially if it's trauma due to what you, or, you know, just like if you, I know a lot of moms don't like to hear this, right? But it's just like, well, if you laid up, right, with someone and had a baby and the dad dips out, well, you're responsible for now healing their trauma and yours. Right? And you don't get to just walk away just because, you know, so many of like the boys take the path after their fathers, right? And especially if their fathers were, you know what I mean? They start to go on the path, and then you can start to see that as a mom, like, oh my gosh, you were just like your father. That doesn't mean you get to just be like, go up, daddy's going to do it. You know what I mean? Like, all right, anyway, I'm going to get out of that energy with the kids and all of that. So anyway, yeah. So for those of you that don't have children, but it's just like your family, your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, like, you're not bound to stay there with them. Create those boundaries. They can't respect you, honoring, you know what I mean? So, family, friends, right? So what are you watching? Are you watching the news? Shut the TV off. Seriously. Okay, the news is supposed to keep you low vibrational. Do you not realize that? Why do you think, did they want us all to be gods here? Did they want us all to know that we are one with divine source, God creator, once we're high vibrational? Because then we go around and we're creating everything. Then how can they control off of us if literally, bam, you can create everything that you want yourself? That's how far back this goes, y'all. We were always one. So they do everything to try to lower their vibration, even the vibration of music, the standards, right? And then the foods too, the food that they create is meant to lower your chakra systems. None of it's high vibrational. None of it that they create. You want high vibrational foods? Literally go eat fruits and vegetables, nuts, seeds, things that grow here on earth. That was meant to be our food source, not what they have been genetically modifying. Okay, it's all poison. That's what I mean. And it's to show you too, like, even I know. I was like, I've done really well, right? I've been proud of myself where I've been like, nope, not eating this, not eating this, not eating that, you know what I mean? Like, trying to wean myself, you know, every little bit, every step, just you cut one thing out each day, right? One thing out each day. And yeah, I had like half a soda, right? Like, I don't really ever drink soda, but around holidays and stuff like that, I'd have those treats, right? And it was like, as soon as I started to drink it, then I could feel the burn in my throat, right? And I'm like, oh, there's that, you know, there's that poison, right? That HFC and high fructose corn syrup or sugar that they put in everything, right? And I know a lot of you, I know this sounds stupid, but I need to put this out there. Like, a lot of you think like, well, yeah, there's sugar in all the fruits you're telling me to eat. The sugar that is in our fruits and our veggies is not the same sugar that they put in everything. It is a different type of sugar, okay? That sugar is poisonous, and that is why they dose everything in it. That added sugar, okay? Because it feeds the main parasite that attaches within the brain, the candida, or I don't know how to say it, but you can look it up. It's all out there. We in Age of Aquarius. Everything is out there. And for many of you, you have your spirit team, your ancestors, your family, because you are never alone, right? You're a product of your ancestors. Your ancestors are here helping you, especially for all of us, right, that are here and living in, unless you're living your best life and you've had no trauma, nothing that you've had to overcome in your life. Because, okay, I feel like this is going very metaphysical. I'm going to stop. I can go on these rants for a while, right? Okay, but I'm at 30 minutes, and I try to keep my readings around 30 minutes because I don't like to pull in y'all's energy too much. So I do it for you, or I keep them short. So anyways, I'm sending love and light to all of you. Definitely watch whatever you feel guided to. Just remember, whatever you're finding out, don't get angry and mad. Like, it's being brought to you. Think of it as like a key. Now that I know this, I can heal this. Thank you. I can level up from this. I can level up from this, right? So let go of any hate, anger with the things that you're finding out, because even if it's not just for me, we in Age of Aquarius now, y'all, everything is coming out. So release it. Just look at it as like, these are keys. Now they're going to help me ascend. For the ones that want to get angry and mad and stay, like, don't worry about them. All right. What's the last thing I was going to say? Little steps, right? I forgot. I guess they pulled it for a reason. Okay. 30:33 on the clock as I say that. Love and light to all of you. Bye, guys.